Had a very successful trip, I think, to Nashville. Both on the ice and also an opportunity to experience a little bit of fun in our business. Got a chance to see Nashville and Vegas play a NHL game Wednesday night, and had the team attend that game. So great energy, great atmosphere. I've never seen so many Predator jerseys. I think about 75% of the crowd had yellow Predator jerseys on. So it's a lot of fun, and obviously spending Thanksgiving together as a group. I know a lot of parents of our team were down there and had great attendance at all 4 games that were played, and real nice facility. So it was a very good weekend. Very thankful that we got an opportunity to do it, to showcase Division I college women's hockey in an area that really doesn't have it. So great exposure. There happened to be a U19, U16 girls hockey tournament going on at the same time. So a lot of those kids got a chance to watch us play. And the games, I thought for 6 periods, really against 2 different type of opponents, were good. We're continuing to grow in a lot of areas, and so very happy with the way the weekend went.
Questions, Todd?
After the Minnesota series, it was kind of talked about how those weekends kind of let you learn about your team and what you need to do to grow. How have you seen over the last 3 weekends, and maybe this last weekend, especially with the competition you faced, your team absorb that, and what areas have they grown the most in, maybe?
Well, I think, some of the little details that we as coaches preach from day one, and, try to get the players to understand how important they are. And if you do a lot of little things within the game, it really makes your ability to manage that game a lot easier. Whether you're up a goal, you're down a goal, continue to, stick with the process. And, the big thing I think we learned from our second game, from our first game against Minnesota, was our ability to compete at a high level. The first game we played against them, we were just okay. But as we've all seen in the commercials nowadays, you got to be better than okay. And we came back that second game, we played at a real high level, and we played better than okay. We ended up tying, and I think more importantly, we came out of that rink understanding what it takes to play at a real high level. And what I've thought we've gained over the last 3 weekends is our consistency to play at that high level. And so from game to game, as a coach, that's probably the number one priority. Are we going to be consistent every night and play at a high level? And that's probably the biggest struggle any coach has over the course of a long season, trying to maintain that. And so I looked this past weekend, for 6 periods, we competed at a high level. Up in St. Cloud, we did the same thing. So I think coming away from Minnesota, those probably, 2 areas, doing little things and then being consistent in our effort has been the 2 big takeaways.
Jay?
So to follow that, is the week before finals and the holiday a bigger challenge?
It becomes, game 19 and 20. And like I said earlier, I'm trying to figure out, how quickly it's gone by. But, the last couple weekends we talked about, staying focused, making sure you come to practice and give us that hour and 30 minutes of, focus and working hard and, really committing. And, if you want to be successful in this business and in sports, you've got to be committed on a daily basis and create those habits. So, as I learn those and I understand those and I see those from my teammates and I'm doing them myself, it becomes second nature. So as they put their equipment on this afternoon, it's just, okay, we're going out, we're working. We're trying to get better. We're trying to become better than we were last week. And, you look at the games, the same thing, look at video and, look at some of the good things we've done, look at some of the things that we need to improve on. And then, put your skates on, lace them up, and let's go try to get better. And, if the people, within your group are able to do that, you end up making strides, you get better. And, we've had a good first, but, we still have 2 important games against a very good Duluth team. And, there'll be tough games, there'll be competitive games. And I think if we continue to stay focused for the next 3 or 4 days and get ourselves ready to play at home and enjoy that opportunity, we have a chance to be successful. But as you well know, every game is going to be challenging. And, this weekend against Duluth will be no different than this past weekend or some of the other games we've already played.
Todd?
It's been 5 straight games of scoring 5 goals or more. It was a 6-goal game in there too. Is that the capability of your team to be that consistent in scoring, in finishing those scoring opportunities that you're getting at that level?
I think the focus for us as a staff has been the last couple of weekends to try to incorporate and get some more secondary scoring. Our first group has been pretty consistent game in and game out, and the games that we're able to get up to 4, 5, 6, 7, we've gotten that secondary scoring. And so this past weekend we got some of that, and I think that was probably the big reason that we've been successful. So as you gain more in those areas, I think the confidence from those players that are scoring, starts to increase. And if we're able to, sustain that for a period of time, then we become a stronger team to play against.